Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, welcome. I love to share with you guys things that I've learned as I've been practicing more self-love, and you guys, my life has changed so much. I've changed so much. I've really grown up. I've really matured in a lot of ways, and I'm proud of myself of how far I've come, right? So I love to share with you guys, if you're on a journey of bettering yourself, getting to know yourself better, if you're on a spiritual path, whether you're practicing celibacy or you're healing yourself, if you're wanting to quit a substance, things like that, these are deep things. And in this space, I love to just keep it raw and real with you guys. I want you to know what you want and what you deserve. Okay, so I hope that you can feel inspired from this video and just really become more aware and conscious, which is what has happened for me. We're so powerful, but how powerful we are as humans has been kept secret. It's been kept hidden from us. We didn't know how much we can influence our own lives through our behaviors, through our mindset, and things like that. So you can work with God, spirit, the universe to manifest a life that feels good for you. But the first step is knowing what you want and what you deserve. So these are beautiful things that I've come to realize on my own journey, because sometimes you want something, but is that the healthiest, best thing for you? So knowing, like working on our inside world to know, okay, well, what do we actually deserve as well? And you do deserve the best of the best when you believe you do and when you feel that you do, which starts on the inside, right? So know what you want and that you can have it, and know what you deserve. So these are some of the ways that I've healed my own mindset. This is what I want to share with you today. This is your life, right? So make sure that you are co-creating it with intention. And that's what conscious means, like aware of why you're doing the things that you're doing. You don't want to ever feel like life is just happening to you. No, no. So it's partly you creating your life of what you want, like with intention, and then the other half is the universe making it happen for you and blessing you with beautiful surprises along the ways, maybe along the way, maybe some twists and turns as well, because your soul, when it came to earth, it already agreed to learn certain spiritual lessons, and we're all on unique different paths. So don't focus on what other people are doing, focus in on yourself and create a life that feels good for you. Create your dream life however you want it to look. So you never want to get how you want your life to be from the outside, because the outside's chaotic. There's spiritual warfare on earth, there's evil on earth. Okay, so everything is serving, but for you to make decisions. So if you compare yourself to a celebrity, you might want to get plastic surgery or wear a wig on your head or do something else. Like, it's up to you, but don't get your inspiration, your idea of beauty from the world, right? Like, if you look at the world, you might get stuck in a 9 to 5 that you hate, that, yeah, it's making you 80K a year, but you're miserable every day. You're giving away your life, right? So no, what are your talents? What do you enjoy doing? Do what you love. Create more than 80K a year doing what you love. Do you believe it's possible? Right? Like, do you want to be married? Do you want to be single? It's up to you. So know what you want and what you deserve, knowing that you're worth it. Okay, so in my own experience, you guys, as I've been on my introspective vibe, okay, diving deep within, I realized that, okay, the first 18 years of my life, right, like as we're growing up, our childhood, how your upbringing, how you were raised, it depends. Where were you raised? What were you around, right? The family dynamics, and what did you see? That's all the conditioning from the world. And you didn't have any say. You didn't have any control, really, right? Because you were a kid. So that's like the first part of your life, okay? The next chunk of your life might be the consequences of whatever mindsets you absorbed and whatever you thought to be true. Okay, the next part of your life, you're playing that out, because your life is a reflection of what's within. So, you guys know I grew up in LA. So like for the men specifically, it's sad, like Black men, Mexican men, or anything. It doesn't really Asian even, and I'm just bringing up that because we're targeted. So like the music, for example, is violent and gangster rap and all that. So let's say you grew up wanting to be a scientist, but then you were influenced through your upbringing, so now you feel like you need to be a rapper. Like, so that was one example, right? So the first part of your life you're conditioned, and then now the next part of your life, until you become awake and aware, you're just playing out that conditioning. Okay, it's subconscious. 90% of our behavior is subconscious, only like 10% is what you're consciously thinking. So you want to go within yourself and see what you think to be true about yourself, about the world, and whatever you think to be true, best believe that's how your life is playing out. So my life really changed, and I started to change when I was brave enough to go inside and see, okay, well, what do I actually think is true? Not just what I was told, not just what somebody else told me, not just what I've seen, right? Because everyone's playing out their own movie on earth. So don't be swayed, and go within. And what is true for you? And what do you actually, connect with your spirit, with God, your soul, and start listening to yourself, connect with your intuition. And in this way, you're going to start to discover, what you want to do on earth and what you truly deserve versus what you thought was true. You start to discover your inner truths. I feel like it's beautiful this time on earth because I just see the universe shows me reflections of myself in my current state of mind. Like, as I've learned to raise my vibration, as I've been healing myself, okay, now I see my beautiful reflections who've been doing the same thing, who've been on their own journey. Beautiful. They're lights on earth, like a lighthouse, right? And their energy is healing the planet. It's the time for it. Okay, so it's very beautiful, and becoming aware, becoming conscious. And I tell you guys that it's kind of scary to go within, because when you start to shine light and on what thoughts and ideas you've been harboring, maybe suppressed emotions, things like that, it can be difficult. Right? Healing means there was pain, so it can be dark and scary, but remember that you're not your emotions, you're not your experiences. You're having emotions, you're having experiences as a soul in the body, and that always helps me, like, to see the bigger picture, like take a bird's eye view, and trust in the divine, that everything is working out for you when you surrender and you learn the lessons. And that's how you break toxic cycles, karmic cycles. Like, when you haven't learned certain lessons, or when you refuse to grow, okay, you're going to just stay stuck until you do, right? So everyone's on their own path and you're going at your own pace, but you can start to consciously create your life when you look within and then decide for yourself, right? Because I think a lot of us have been waiting. Like, we are not taught about our power. We're not taught how amazing life really is, what life really can be. Instead, we're limited. Like, knowledge is hidden from us. We're just told, like, for example, think of when you were in school. We spent how long learning about all of these like math theorems and all these things that we never used when we grew up, like learning about all these, like, let's say a famous pianist, like in history class, like he played the piano in 1777 in some place in Europe. Like, why does that matter, right? But we didn't learn how to grow our food. We didn't learn how to clean water so that we can drink it. We didn't learn how to meditate. We didn't learn how powerful our mind is, and that the law of attraction, like the laws of the universe, right? No, we're lied to. We're suppressed. We're governed by the government, which means like controlling your mind. The news, like when I was growing up, there was just a few news stations. At one point, depending on the house, right? I remember though, in LA on Crenshaw, there was just from channel 2 to channel 13, and that was it. The other channels were like some Spanish channels, and that was it. And that was the knowledge that we got from the media. So was all controlled by the same corporation. So our knowledge has been limited. It's been suppressed. But now, okay, in this present moment, there's so much knowledge available to you. But you want to be wise and go within, because there's still deception on earth. So go within, cleanse yourself of the lies you've been told, and don't be afraid to do this. Don't feel like you're going to hell if you question your religion. You're allowed to think. You're allowed to connect. God lives within. So know what you want and what you deserve, which is to be happy, which is to be free, which is to be healthy, things like that. So some chains that I broke in my own life, like, how did I transform my mind? Let's talk about love. You want to separate what you've experienced from what you desire. I had to decide for myself, okay, what does real love feel like? Because we're kind of like a machine down here as far as our brain, like a computer. So whatever's been input in whatever the hardware was that got downloaded into your brain is what you accepted to be true, what you believe is true. It's the hardware running the computer. So you become so powerful and conscious and aware and deliberate, intentional when you say, let me go ahead and make some changes to this hardware. And so for me, no more half love, because I know that I deserve real love, emotional fulfillment, right? Which was something that I didn't really experience in the past. Real love is freedom. And I discovered this because God allows us to be free. God doesn't have us on a string like a puppet, because God loves us. So that means we're granted freedom on earth to make decisions. That's real love. You can lean on the universe, you can tap into the Holy Spirit or like higher vibrations when you choose to, but you have the freedom to. Otherwise, what would be the point? Like if we were down here as puppets, if we were coerced, then that's not love. And that's why evil and deception, that's how they run things on earth. They through manipulation, through lies, through deceit, to try to force you into certain systems, but you can break free when you choose to. So real love looks like freedom. Real love looks like care. Right? So no half love. Real love is like someone caring for you day in, day out, validating how you feel, caring how you feel, caring about your feelings. That's real love. Not dismissing you, not belittling you, not like, oh, you're not important, I'm important. That's not real love, right? And so real love cares for the other. What's in this person's, for their well-being or their highest good, that's real love. True care. And not people pleasing either, because real love is full of light. It's truthful, honest. It's honesty. There's nothing to hide. So you know someone really loves you when they are telling you the truth from a place of love. It depends how they say it. They care about your feelings, so they don't want to hurt you, but they also love you enough to tell you the truth. They want the best for you. And there's no deception, there's no lies. It's pure. And that's real love. You guys, attention, right? Like as babies need attention or they will wither away. Like it is an emotional need and it's required. And that's real love. It's not hard when you love someone. So if you're trying to decide, is this real love or not? Do they give you attention? Because it's part of it, right? It's not the only thing that encompasses love, but they should be giving you, because it's an energy exchange, right? So when you're loving someone, you're giving them your energy, which is paying attention to them, right? It's part of love. No more half loves, like full love. This is what I know that I deserve and it's what I desire. Like that's the caliber, and you can decide, right? Some people say it's standards, and some people, whatever, people who have a problem with someone having standards, like they're just projecting, right? They have to find it within themselves. And that's why I love sharing with you guys self-love, because everything's starting from the inside out. So give yourself care, give yourself attention, care how you feel. Yes, it matters, right? Allow yourself to be free. Don't feel restricted, don't feel bound by like other people's opinions or what they want for your life. It's your life, right? So like honor yourself, stay true to your soul, connect with yourself, because then you're going to feel loved, you're going to feel seen, you're going to feel valued. You're going to be caring for yourself, and now you know what real love feels like. So then on the outside world, you're like, oh, that's not love. Oh, half love. Oh, you know what I mean? You're going to know, you're going to be familiar with what real love is, and now you can spot it on the outside world, attract it to you, and know what you want and what you deserve. You guys, there was a point in my life where I wasn't like concerned with relationships. I was quite flighty and in and out situationships, don't want to give too much, but as I've been healing within, I've started to value my own self more, my body more, okay, celibacy journey, my mind more, and just respect myself more, not crush how I really feel, but honor it, because we're in a masculine world. So we've been taught to be aggressive and act like men, but we're not. We're women. Like if you're a woman watching this video, But even if you're a man, honor your true needs. And even men have feminine energy. So like be soft with yourself too. Don't just be like too tough in this world. You have tenderness and softness within too. Like you have needs, emotional needs. And you're deserving of love, of real love, of emotional connection, vulnerability, opening up like a flower, right? And balancing it. So ladies, it's okay to desire love. It's okay to have a man come into your life, make space for him, be open to receive him. And that's your feminine energy. I know it can feel scary, like depending on your experiences of what you've experienced before, but as you start to heal, you realize you're whole. And you realize that you have to fill your own cup and you have to forgive other people who weren't able to do that. And then in this place, when you feel beautiful and whole within, okay, now you're welcoming love into your life and you're like, I have something to give you. I'm going to receive what you have for me. And we're going to come together in union and just allow our love to flourish and grow and be there for one another, right? So know what you want. Maybe it's different for you, right? And what you deserve. So we talk about knowing what you want. Speak it. Speak it out to the universe. Your words are energy. They have a vibration. They're powerful. So if Source is living through you, that means you're a bit of God, and what you say matters, which is why we're targeted through a lot of the music. You want to become aware. What are you singing along to? What are you speaking of, right? Don't just be talking and what you're not saying anything, because what you say comes to be. If you say it enough, if you affirm it enough. That's why I created 200 self-love affirmations for you guys. Say these words out loud. Think about them, meditate on them, feel them. Because when you combine all those things, like your thoughts, your feelings, and your words, you're going to bring it into reality. Now, in this world, it takes to come into existence, it can take some time, but it's going to happen. So keep saying it. Call yourself these things now, whatever you want to be, right? So know what you want. Consciously create your life and what you're deserving of. And you guys, it's really cool. Like in my own life, even when it comes to like money, because that's why I will say something. For example, I'll affirm, I'm attracting money every single day, right? Like passive income, things like that. And I'll say a certain amount. And then here comes my daughter overhearing me and she'll 10 times that amount and I love that. That's what God knew I needed. Since I've learned these things, I've already taught her so much, right? Her mind is expanding even more than mine. Whereas I still might have limiting beliefs that I need to conquer and break through, she doesn't have those limits on her. So she's thinking bigger, she's thinking better. And her Leo moon is so bougie. She's so bougie. I'm more like, okay, like, I don't need a lot to be happy. That's how I am. I'm an earth sign, but she's like a fire. She's a double fire sign. She's like, she wants the best of the best. And that's what I love to have around me, is that kind of energy. Is like inspiring me to want more. So know what you want and what you deserve. If someone else can have it, why can't you? If you're willing to work for it, if you're willing to like want it, why can't you have it, right? And so just work on your internal world. Do what needs to be done to receive it. Know that you're worthy of it, basically, and so what is it for you? Do you want to travel to Dubai, right? Do you want to adorn yourself in gold? Do you want to eat at fine restaurants? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to start a business? What do you want to do, right? Like grow your own foods and whatever is lush, whatever is rich, whatever is lovely, whatever you can fathom in your mind, like your wildest dreams can come true. And that's what we're here to do. Like we're here to bring heaven to earth. Like heaven is a state of mind. Hell is a state of mind. So become aware of your thoughts and your feelings and consciously create. Know what you want and what you deserve. It's very beautiful, this journey of transformation, you guys, because it's like you go from one thing to another and you're able to. And that's why sometimes I'm like, God, why you let these things happen? But it's like so that you can bloom into your best self. And it's a journey, and there's no cap, there's no limits. You can keep evolving, you can keep getting better, elevation, but what do you desire? What do you see for yourself? What are you worthy of? What do you feel that you deserve? And what lifetime are you on as well? Because we're each on unique journeys. And so tap within to see what your spirit speaks to you, because everyone has a different idea of what a beautiful life is. But I just wanted to encourage you that you can have it. So what do you think you're deserving of when it comes to a relationship? And for me, no more half loves, but that means starting with me, because I was the one who didn't think real love existed, or like was afraid of love, afraid of being hurt. And so I had to work on my internal world, and I'll still come up with blocks like within myself, like intimacy blocks and fears, right? And I have to break through, or I'm choosing to. As you evolve on your journey, life is mirroring you. So you're going to meet souls that are exactly what you need at that exact moment in time. And the right person for you, you're going to grow together. You're going to evolve together. You're going to become something better together. And what does better mean for you? For me, it's more full of light, more full of love, allowing myself to be loved. Because I love myself, I'm allowing myself to be loved, right? And because I've learned what real love is, now I have that to share with someone else, type of vibes, right? And beautiful things will unfold for you, you guys, when you start to, to be honest, I feel like just take a spiritual path. Just be, and be in purity, whatever that means for you, cleansing yourself of the lies in the world. And that's what the spiritual journey is, right? And you'll meet your soulmates and the people who are meant to be on your path that are going to help you. Friends, lover, your soul tribe. Know what you want and what you deserve. And so for me, I had to break free of addictions, because that's what I wanted to do. That's what I chose for myself. And that's what I knew I was worthy of. I never wanted to feel bound. Like, I have this tattoo, you guys, be free, right? Like, like, I don't want to feel bound, or like I can't have a good day or be happy without a substance. Like, I knew I wasn't living my full potential that way. I was just in my comfort zone and being afraid. And I was ready for a change, and that's what happened. And so, you want to be in a healing energy, like a healed energy, and allow yourself to grow, which means change. So it feels scary at first because it's something new, but then after a while, it becomes your new normal, and then you can go from there. Like, you keep growing. So don't like stifle yourself. Don't be your own stumbling block. Allow yourself to be free and to break free. You have to believe in yourself and your capability, and also lean on the divine. And that's how you build like a deeper relationship with God, because you're like, well, I need help, God. So you got to humble yourself and let God take the reins in your life. Like set your intention. That's why I was saying, like, life is about balance. You're co-creating your life. So it's like you're working with the divine with intention. So if you want to heal any type of addiction in your life, you first have to decide that, know what you want, and know that you're deserving to be free, which means not having to depend on anyone, anything else. Go within, right? And lean on God. That's what you need, right? That's what's giving you life. That's what's letting us see, think, hear, live, God. So it's like we could try to run from God, or we could just sink into God and come in communion with God, merge with God, be in a relationship with God. And that's what's going to be the light and the joy of your life. Peace, inner peace, and direction, guidance. And you can't see God, but you can feel God. And so it's about faith, right? And so breaking free of addictions, like that's a big part of my healing journey. And that's what I decided. Now sometimes I go back, like, do I want to smoke some weed, but I haven't done it, and I haven't done it for years and years, because I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. And so I don't do it. Know what you want and know what you deserve. I cut ties with a lot of people, you guys, like I did. Mean people, low vibrational shit. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Like, when you start doing inner work on yourself, when you start realizing what you deserve, you get rid of what you're used to and you start choosing your life. Just because you're used to something doesn't mean it's what's best for you, right? So jealous people, fake friends, bad energy, bad vibes, it doesn't matter their title in my life. Like, practice love for everyone, but also practice love for yourself and have boundaries. Like, if somebody doesn't really like you, doesn't really mess with you in that way, like is against you, trying to come for you, trying to fight with you all the time, like that gets exhausting. And you're deserving of healthy people, healthy connections in your life, like healthy relationships, people who actually want what's best for you. Why? Because they're happy within themselves. Like, they're found peace within themselves. So it's easy for them to want what's best for you. But people who are mean, people who are envious, jealous, haters, things like that, like they're battling demons within themselves and they need to sort that out, because until they do, they're going to be projecting it onto you and feeling like you're the problem and they're all giving you the evil eye. Like, for what? Like, bro, chill. Like, you need to heal. Like, you need some almond milk right now. Like, why are you so mad? Why are you so angry? Like, so they got to sort that out. So know what you want and what you deserve. And for me, I want happy, positive, healthy, radiant, real, honest, authentic souls around me who actually care about me, who actually that I vibe with, I get along with, I can laugh with, play with, have a good time, enjoy life, but also there for me in a real way, considerate and compassionate and like intelligent and spiritual, can see the bigger picture, like wise and discerning. Like, I want the best. To me, that's the best. Maybe to somebody else, it's something else, right? And that's what you're deserving of, is like high vibrations and some people that you can grow with and thrive with, not people who are dragging you down, not people who are trying to compete with you, not people who are just mad and they don't even know why they're mad. Like, why are you so mad? Like, what is the problem? Right? So know what you want and what you deserve. You guys want to remember that it's never personal, it's always vibrational. People treat you the way that they are feeling within. So it's how people treat you is never about you, it's about them. And that's something I like to keep in mind. So, because their behavior is a reflection of what's happening within. So let people fight their own battles and you just take care of your own inner world and remember what you deserve, know what you want, and just know that you can have it and that you're worthy of it. You guys, I love talking about like just feeling things that help us feel good naturally and how we can actually feel happy. And can you believe that, see, someone who's mad or miserable, they're going to find a problem with anything, because they're hurting within and they want someone to blame for that. And so they're going to be looking and searching. And some people have had a problem with videos that I've created about just being happy. They're like, well, what about if you don't feel happy and you don't have a high vibration? And it's like, well, then work on yourself. Like, I had to, and it doesn't mean that every single day is happy, but it just means you are present with yourself when you're not feeling happy. You're there with yourself. You're tender with you. You start to care for you. Just be patient. And then be humble to release emotions that don't serve you so that you don't harbor them, you don't carry them with you, so that you're not in a miserable, sad state all the time, like holding on to anger, holding on to grief. And when you begin to heal, you begin to let those things go. And that's what's most important. Now you are making room for love and happier feelings of joy and peace and just enjoying your life. And then you can start to get creative. Okay, well, what do you want? Why do you want that? How is it gonna happen? Because the universe has some surprises for you along the way, right? So it's very beautiful. So be rooted in your power and have belief in yourself and in the divine. I hope this video inspired you in some way. I'm sending you so much love and happiness, peace, joy, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.